Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Stafford's Lions.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Matt Ryan and the defending NFC champions, the Atlanta Falcons. Fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. 30, 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 76 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Stafford. And his first pass is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 32-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a third down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Stafford on third down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From the 50, Stafford. He goes underneath to Abdullah, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. So out come the Falcons now. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
Now Ryan on first down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And down he'll go at the 25. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got a container.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
The Lions gave up 177 rushing yards to Seattle in their playoff loss last year. And DeAndre Levy, their best inside linebacker, no longer with the team. That made Jared Davis out of Florida a really good selection for the Lions.
Here's Davis now. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. they'll throw it with Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Lamar Miller. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down following the run. Coleman. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And some room to roam now. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I know it's a cliche, and coaches always talk about it's a team game. We need all 11 to win. But let's face it, Detroit really needs Amir Abdullah to have runs like that all season long.
Missed a lot of time with injuries, especially recently. Now, Theo Riddick wound up leading the Lions in rushing last year, but just 357 yards. They go back to Abdullah on 1st. And some space here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll make it third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Space to run past the 20. And Jones has it over the middle. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 16. From the red zone now, Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They begin the drive with Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10. Stafford again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Hey, 22! All right, boys, here we go. Hurry! Look three. Lock it. Check. Blue 60. Hey, 50. Show it.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, here's Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
22! Here we go. Hey. Easy. Right, boys, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Stafford on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Over the middle, complete to Tate. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tate. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Stafford. Flushed out right. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second half starts with a run by Abdullah. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Stafford under pressure again, and down he goes again. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken on the 25. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Coleman now. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They will run again with Coleman. Finding room to the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. This is Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Stafford now to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Hey, tag 50 left.
To throw on second down. Stafford. Throw left side complete. It's Tate. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first down. Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
40 guys. 40 guys. Hey, 5-0. Set. 15. 0. Go.
Third and long. It's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. A good pickup there of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, it's Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Single receiver. Hey, Jordan Island over there. Single receiver.
On second and 10, Stafford. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On first and 10, Stafford. He hits Abradaris. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
To the air again, Stafford. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
The Lions on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Stafford looks to throw again. And find Galladay, that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Throwing again is Stafford. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Ryan on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. Finding Gabriel, complete. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that?
And look out. I think he's going to go. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And they give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On third down, that's Coleman, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run it with Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 5 on the play there. And it'll give the Falcons a first down. Counter. It's Miller. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead will grow by one more. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. It's Tate. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play. Stafford to Tate. 42 yards. Here's Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Abdullah with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So they're going to go for 2. Now it's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And here now come the Falcons. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. A nice little juke. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Falcons on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Stafford here. He completes it to Jones. That one goes for 24 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
21.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Stafford. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Again, it's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they will line up now for the two-point try. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's Coleman on the toss. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-2.
you